Hello, welcome to Little Big Art Studio and LittleBigPlanet. I am going to talk to you about some behind the scenes stuff for my Songbird project, which I've currently started, and you may have seen a few things that I posted on Twitter over the summer, but in the 6 weeks I've been beavering away, working out the logic and so on and so forth, creating characters and doing lots of different things within the idea of Songbird. Songbird originally was a demo that it's up on the moon. If you can't find it on there, it's on the reverse of my planet. Have a look for it, check it out. It's got an intro and then it's got the actual game level. I can't get into that anymore because of problems I've had with moving from PS3 to PS4 with the Marvel DLC. Stephen Isbell has tried to rectify this, but we seem to be getting no joy at Sony's end. Anyway, enough of that. We won't talk about that anymore. What I'm here to talk to you about is the characters and the ideas. So here I've got a generic sort of elf character, typical woodland type character, and we've got another one, slightly different eye makeup, dark hair. Here we have a very prominent bad guy, and yeah, I have been influenced by, it's going to be pretty obvious looking through this costume list what I have been influenced by. I've been influenced by big open world RPGs like Skyrim and Witcher 3, and I'm trying to bring a little bit of that into OP, another elf character, slightly different. That's just a standard costume. This is a normal townsperson fishing, another prominent elf character, a werewolf, townsperson, another townsperson, another townsperson slightly changing, another townsperson. This is the king, or a king. No, that's not the right costume. This is a wraith costume. So that was the original skin, and then obviously that's the full version. Another costume of one of the prominent characters. Guard with bow. Now there was a choice between this or this one as a bad character, as an enemy character. I'm thinking the wings personally, but let me know what you think in the comments. Another character, and yep, another character. So there is quite a lot of choice for me to play with and lots for me to be getting on with and using. But all this is all well and good. Without the logic and everything else, seeing how it works, it's not going to mean much to you. So let's put a townsperson costume on. In fact, let's put this townsperson costume on. Why not, eh? And let's go to the actual level that I've created so far. And I've got a garden and a little bit more I'm working on, but this is the one that's furthest developed, so we'll check this one out. So this is the level. I've gone for 3D movement. There are a few bits and a health bar, which we can see. The music just started up there. And we can see the movement of the tree in the background there to show the wind's blowing. The guards look at the character. There's all guards on the outposts and the outskirts. And I've got all the sail moving in the boat, in the harbour. Notice board, bit of speech there. And then we come through the puddles along the dock, and you see all the townhouses in the background and that. I very much wanted to give the feeling that this place was very alive, and the flames in the fires. I'm going to make it so you can talk to people, have a bit more interaction. This is very early stages. It is a tightrope and a balancing act because there's so much movement within the level. Blades of grass moving here, glass. That's a mouthful to say. Blades of grass moving here, and the trees all moving in the background. Because there's all such movement, and I've gone for a fully open world 3D kind of feel, still keeping the platform elements slightly in here. But if you do fall from a greater height, you do take damage, so your health bar will go down, and when the health bar reaches 0, obviously what you expect is going to be combat in the game. And I have open buildings which you can enter, and I wanted to make the stairs not horrible to walk up, so it's actually a ramp, but you can't see the ramp, so it just makes it easier to walk up and down. Have lootable places as well. Yeah, to say I've gone a little ambitious on this project would be an understatement, but I don't see why we can't do it. It's probably The whole project though is a balancing act. It's an that's really bad. You can see through to the background there. It's a balancing act between graphics, logic. I mean, logic takes up practically half of the thermometer, and I have to use dynamic thermo because you just couldn't get away with this otherwise. So I've got full damage. I mean, if you jump off a balcony in real life, it would probably hurt. Same thing here. It hurts. So, but if you do normal jumps, it doesn't hurt. This is the current building I'm working on, which is going to be the inn. It's a very big building, very prominent with trestle tables and so on and so forth. I hope you can hear me over this music. And then we've got the street here. So, yeah, I mean, it's early stages. I want to make it the ease to be able to move about the level very, very much has been a thought in there, because I know there are other levels that look really fantastic, and I just find them really awkward to move about in, and I find that detracts from the playing experience. You know, there's no point in having a really good looking, oh, some birds flying over in the background. There's all sorts of things like that, and I'm going to keep trying to put that into levels as well. Yeah, I kind of find that detracts from. That's weird. I know why that is actually. Yeah, it kind of detracts from the. They are actually animated, those birds as well. They're very poorly animated, but and it gives a slight feeling of movement because they're so small. Yeah, it kind of detracts from a level if a player finds it hard to, to persist and get through, and you'll tend to find that they will just end up leaving. Which is what I inevitably do when I get a level that I can't navigate through. So yeah, you're going to take on the role of a guardian, and you are going to be searching for the king's daughter. But I won't tell you any more about the story because I kind of ruin it. There is going to be a very, very complex story, and there is as complex as I can write anyway. So I am going to try my utmost to bring the best experience I can in this game. But the next thing I want to work on is really doing or creating crows. But I need to look into that. I need to do some research because I want to make the wings flap up and down, and to do that kind of movement. Shut up, you. Right. Let's return to Pod. Yeah, to do that kind of movement, I think I'll need to use the sine wave thing. I need to look into how that works. I do have another level I'm working on here, and this is just really, really early stages. But it gives you another idea of the kind of level I want to go for. I want to have like sparsely small villages with hardly any people in. That's more locals types. But yeah, I've kind of started this little project. And here I'm using what's the word? Yeah, I'm using, these are actually decorations and such like. So I'm using that to create the lips and the edges of the rock, and then I'm disguising it by putting on the foliage. So yeah, actually. At the moment we've got no 3D movement, there's no logic in this level because all the logic is stored here. I mean, Songbird logic with full damage. I've also got parchment there. I quite like that parchment actually. You've got a werewolf, I think the werewolf, yeah. So let's make the werewolf controlled by news player. So yeah, I've kind of thought about, and they're faster than the player will be. So yeah, when you see this thing and you come up against this, it's going to be pretty nasty. But yeah, that's one of the many delights you have to look forward to in this, and I'm going to be including wraiths and all the usual sort of stuff that you'd expect to see in this kind of genre of RPG. But that's basically where I am with the level at the moment. I wonder if he'll come back and catch me up. I've lost him. I've lost him. He's gone. I've lost my werewolf. And that's a sentence I didn't think you'd hear today. Anyway, I thank you for watching this small presentation, and I hope to do some more, a lot more on this once I've looked into how I can make wings flap up and down, or if anyone can tell me and put it in the comments, I'd be eternally grateful. But I am going to research it and try and look into it. I believe I will need to use one of these. Sorry, something went past the window and it really distracted me. I believe I'll need a wave generator. I think that's what I will need. But I'll look into it and try and work out how I can do it, so I can make flapping wings. And well, I'm not even on the ground there. Look, I'm floating. I'm literally floating. Hang on. I put it on one up. How can you make it move? Okay, you can't make it move, so you're just floating forever. I wonder why that is. Anyway, thanks for watching this presentation on Songbird and the project. And I will be, as I say, I'll be doing a lot more on it, and I'll be bringing you little behind the scenes updates and things like that, and all this sort of stuff. I welcome any comments, any suggestions, or any thoughts about the project. And yeah, you've kind of got, I suppose, the people I should thank for this idea. I mean, left stick, right stick, when I was in one of his streams, kind of mentioned that. Yeah, oh, that reminds me, left stick, right sticks. I'm recording this on a Thursday, just in case you don't know, and that's when he does his stream in the afternoon, about 5 o'clock time. So I'll have to watch out for that this evening. And yeah, he actually suggested to me about doing an adventure map. I think they're probably, so that's when I started thinking about doing an adventure map for Songbird. And Scary Biscuit has been on to me about doing, and amongst other people, about revisiting the Songbird project and trying to start. I knew I'd have to start from afresh with it all, and yeah, so I have, and this is the result. You've seen it here. Let's discard changes. I've got a rogue werewolf somewhere in there. And yeah, there's another level I'm working on here, and I don't quite know what this one is, but yeah, these are all Songbird related projects, and this is what I've been doing this summer. So it's kind of nice to have those two levels. I've got the town, which is very stark, very, square lines and that sort of design, although I'm trying not to keep it completely like that. Oh yeah, this is where I was trying to do an intro, and that's the parchment. Yep, there we go. So yeah, it looks like a ye olde mappy type look. But yeah, I was trying to make that kind of going for that feel, and they were the people that influenced me to really push myself. The whole creation is a balancing act though, between the logic, the graphics and everything else. But I'll bring you updates, and I'll bring you little tips and hints and things on how I'm going to make this project work, and I'm really looking forward to sharing all that with you guys and putting it up on the channel, on the Little Big Art Studio channel. But yeah, so thanks for watching this, and I'm sorry it wasn't very professional or amazingly complex, but hopefully it will give you an insight into what is happening and where we're going forward with stuff on the channel. If anyone does want me to do any look at their levels and do some reviews of their levels, I'll happily do that as well. I do need some new LBP content to slip in there and keep it fresh and as exciting, because if it's fresh and exciting for me, then you'll get genuinely good reactions off me, and I'll be enthusiastic about making the videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.